Hello and welcome to my Let's Play walkthrough of Banjo-Kazooie. I am your commentator Brian here, and we're gonna have a good time with this game. Welcome to my Let's Play channel as well. This is gonna be the first game I'm gonna do, and I know it's overdone by everybody. Everybody and their mother has done Banjo-Kazooie, but I want to do it because it's a game that I'm very good at. I mean, this is just the first one anyway. Who really cares? Let's just get it over with. You know, it's a game I know really well. I'm really good at. Everything is going to happen. So pretty much in this walkthrough, I'm going to go ahead and cover every single item location as far as collectibles go. That means collectibles that, you know, items you acquire that don't go away. The number doesn't go away. Like extra lives, I'm not going to really show the location of every single one of those because they don't matter. They're not collectibles. I'm sorry. They're not. But the Mumbo tokens are, the jigsaw pieces, musical notes, stop-and-swop items, extra honeycomb pieces, all that. Brentilda locations even. I'm going to show you all of those. It's going to be a good time. You watch this intro to the game here. It's a really good game. Eventually I do plan on doing the sequel and Grunty's Revenge as well on the Game Boy Advance. I don't know when that'll be. That'll probably be a long time. I don't know if I'll ever do Nuts and Bolts, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm also going to be playing on the Xbox Live Arcade version because it is a much smoother, more, you know, kind of fine-tuned version of the game. I think it's going to be the best one. Or it's going to come off as the best it possibly could. So I'm going to go ahead and select Game 3. And I select Game 3 every time. I don't know why. These old games. Well, no, actually I do know why, because sometimes I would accidentally save. And I would save over, like, you know, my Game 1 file on accident, so I ended up just going with Game 3 during a bunch of games back in the day. Not that it really matters anymore, because games are much better. We've advanced a lot more so far in that field over the past few years, so. Anyway, this is Gruntilda Winky Bunyan. She's one of the 4 Winky Bunyan sisters. You only get to see 2 of them in this game. And her whole premise is she's trying to be the most beautiful woman in the world, but unfortunately she's not. And Dingpot here, this cauldron she's talking to, she just asked him, you know, who's the prettiest, and he said she is. And unfortunately, this right here is where the entire story unfolds. The entire thing takes place and creates it. If Dingpot didn't say these words, telling her that she is not the prettiest, this game would not have happened. So we can all thank Dingpot. That is Banjo's sister Tootie. Apparently she is the prettiest in the world, or at least on the Isle of Hags, which is where they all reside. At least where Spiral Mountain resides, is on the Isle of Hags. The Isle o' Hags. Alright, so Gruntilda's really upset that she is not the prettiest woman in the world, so she's gonna go ahead and take care of that by capturing Tootie. There she is. This is Banjo's little sister, Tootie. She's the one that makes our lives living hell. And this here is Bottles, her friend the mole, who's also the tutorial kind of person in the game. He's going to teach you everything that you need to know as far as moves and stuff go. But we'll get to that later. We still have this entire cutscene to go through. I'm not going to read these, I'm not going to read what's going on during this cutscene right now. Maybe later on I will, but not right now because I need to explain what's going on with my walkthrough Let's Play. Each episode is going to be about a half hour long. I'm going to do every single world in one episode, except maybe one later world. Oh no. So Gruntilda's out here. This is Spiral Mountain that we're in, by the way. This is Spiral Mountain, this entire area right here. This is where Banjo-Kazooie, Tootie, Cheeto, and Gruntilda tend to... This is where they live. I'll get back to Cheeto later, because he kind of becomes a bigger character when he reappears in the second game. So Bottles is confused as to who that is flying around. He thinks it might be Banjo. Tootie just told him it's not, and it's in fact Gruntilda the Witch who's going to take her. He says, "Let me go." There's supposed to be a bunch of banging around and smashing right now, but for some reason it's not happening in this version. I don't know why. In the Nintendo 64 version, it's much more intense. And these here are our main characters, Banjo and Kazooie. Banjo's the bear. Kazooie's the bear. And they're waking up. Let's get outside. There's trouble! Alright. And with an evil laugh, our adventure begins. Cool. So here we go. Start with these very, very basic controls. Left thumbstick is to move. A is to jump. That's all we can do for right now. Let's go ahead and head inside the house because I want to show you a few things real quick. This here is a picture of the level Treasure Trove Cove, which we'll see shortly. This is a picture of Bottles. I don't know why there's a picture of Bottles in here because Banjo has never met Bottles, as you will see once we walk outside. Picture of Banjo-Kazooie. And then this is Royston, his pet goldfish, who makes recurring appearances throughout all the games. Well, you'll see him later on in like a cutscene and stuff. This is his sister Tootie. And right here, if you press the Y button, you can go in first person view, and you have a picture of Banjo walking around what should have been Fungus Forest, another level in this game, but never got into development, unfortunately. It was later reused in Donkey Kong 64 as Fungi Forest, though, so that's really cool. At least you got to play it, you know, in a different game. Listen up, I'm Bottles, a short-sighted mole. I'm Banjo, and this here's my buddy Kazooie. Shows a strange-looking buddy. Banjo can't talk. Better than you can, Goggle Boy. What was all that noise about? Where's my sister Tootie? The ugly witch Gruntilda swooped down out of the sky and grabbed her. Calm down, Geeky. We'll get her back. Where'd she go? She flew up to her mountain lair. It's really dangerous, so you'll probably need some training before you go up there. Press A if you want me to teach you some basic moves, or press B if you think you're already good enough. So I'm going to press B because I think we're already good enough. I'll explain everything, don't you worry. You bet we're good enough, Bottle-Brain. Very well, I'll give you some basic moves. Meet me at the top of Spiral Mountain. For sure, Bottle. So A is to jump, as I said earlier. If you hold A longer, you'll jump higher. If you press A and press A again, you'll do a featherly flap. If you hold the left trigger and press A, you'll do a super jump called a flip flap. And now on top of the house is a extra life. Look at that. Good for us. Let's go ahead and get out of here. If you press X while running, you'll do a roll. If you press X while staying still, you'll just swipe. If you jump and press X, you'll do the rat-tat-rat. If you press the left trigger and X, you'll do the beak barge. The right thumbstick is to change your camera angle, to review. What we just picked up is a honeycomb piece, which is going to refill our energy when we get hurt. We have not been hurt yet, though, because we are champions. So this would normally be a jump tutorial right here. You have all these logs you have to jump up and about and around and stuff, but we're going to go ahead and get to just skip all that and grab that extra honeycomb piece right there. An extra honeycomb piece, when picked up, will increase your health bar once you get 6 of them. We only have 1 right now, but you will see. This is the tutorial molehill for learning how to swim. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll jump in the water. If you press X, you'll dive. If you hold X or press X, you'll swim faster like this, but it's less controlled. If you hold A, then you will swim, slower, but it's more controlled. So it's trade-off. You gotta know what to do at what time. For sure. Okay, so that's our second extra honeycomb piece. There's gonna be 6 total in this area that we are going to grab. So make note of that. You don't want to leave here with less than 6. That way we can leave with an extra health bar and take out all these stupid enemies along the way. So let's go up here, over to the waterfall. What we're gonna do is hop along these cliff edges here. Just like that. And then we're gonna featherly flap over this one. Grab our third extra honeycomb piece, and then behind the waterfall is another extra life. Good for us. Something I want to mention, since I brought up the fact of a level that never made it in, there were actually like, I think 7 other levels that never made it in to Banjo-Kazooie. Isn't that crazy? 7 other levels. There were originally supposed to be 16 worlds. 16 worlds. They only ended up with 9. Spiral Mountain's not included in that world set, because it's kind of a hub world and a tutorial world. So over here, we're going to go over here to this side where all these quarries are, these rock enemies, and what we're going to do is beak barge all of them to get our next extra honeycomb piece. This is where you would normally learn this move. Anyway, so these other levels, which did end up, all of them actually ended up getting used, which was really cool, except I think maybe 1. But one went on to be Fungi Forest in Donkey Kong 64, if you've ever played that game. And then the other one, I totally missed a honeycomb spot, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Hold on. Let me go ahead and grab this one from this guy real quick. Gonna honeycombs we're at. Missing one. Which one was it? Oh, the tree, of course. Forgot to climb the tree. Okay, so anyway, Fungi Forest ended up going on, or Fungus Forest ended up being used as Fungi Forest in Donkey Kong 64, which was really cool. Hammerhead Beach went on to be Treasure Trove Cove in this game. Everyone thought it was a completely different level, but it's actually just what Treasure Trove Cove became. They had a fairgrounds level as well planned, which actually became Witchy World in Banjo-Tooie. And then they also had a mine world planned as well, which became Glitter Gulch Mine in Banjo-Tooie. Mayhem Temple was meant to be in Banjo-Kazooie, but that got also pushed over to Banjo-Tooie. So that's 5 of them right there. There was also Mount Fire-Eye, which ended up becoming the fire side of Hailfire Peaks in Banjo-Tooie. And there's Prickly Pear Island, which doesn't have too much to it. I'm actually not sure what happened to that. There's not really a lot of info about it, but that went on to kind of be its own thing. Well, it actually didn't become anything for that matter. But I believe those are all the levels. And like I said, they ended up becoming something else that you were able to use in further or in future games. This fine contraption, so I'm told, will make me young and tooty old. Let me go, you fat hag. My brother will come and kick your butt. Ooh. Rescue you, he will not dare. There's many dangers in my lair. Hurry, come along, go push that switch. I'm tired of being an ugly witch. God, they say it so slow. Yes, Mistress Guntree. Power is on, soon be ready. So yeah, he has a speech impediment. It makes him go psst, psst, every time an S sound is made. Gruntilda seems to rhyme every single time. Almost every single time. There might be one or two that like she won't rhyme on. But you'll notice that throughout the entire game she's essentially rhyming. There he is, the fun begins, my tricks and traps will see who wins. Just like that. So this is a jigsaw piece I just picked up. Now we have to go and find a picture with a piece missing. Those are our main, that's the biggest, the most important item, the most important collectible in the game are these jigsaw pieces. As you will see very shortly. So, here we are in the entrance room. As you can see, I cannot climb the slope if I try, which leaves us to only one option, and that is this hallway that is underneath all these teeth and eyes and scary looking tunnel-y stuff. This is going to be the hallway. So every time you see eyes or a mouth like that that leads into a hallway or an entrance of some sort, that means that there is a world behind it, kind of like this one, Mumbo's Mountain. To enter the world shown on the picture, you must fill in the missing spaces with the jigsaw pieces. For sure. A lot of people at first thought that this game was going to be kind of a Super Mario 64? Yeah, Super Mario 64 knockoff because of the pictures. Because of the paintings that you jump into in Super Mario 64. But as you can see, all you do is put the jigsaw piece in and then an entrance opens. No jumping into paintings or pictures here. Alright, so we just opened up the first world, which is Mumbo's Mountain. And the cool thing about this game is the music keeps the same tempo. Well, not tempo, but it keeps the same rhythm, the same tune, but it just changes the instruments and sound whenever you're in the atrium of a world. Like this one's like, kind of like tribal, I guess you could say. I don't know, you'll notice the change once you get to the lair. So anyway, there are 3 new moves to learn in this world. For sure, Bottles, for sure. Well, one thing I want to recommend, because I just thought about it, before you start this game on the Xbox Live version, is to start a game on Banjo-Tooie. Start a save file on that, because that will unlock the stop-and-swap items that we need to, that we're going to collect. I just picked up a Mumbo token, that's going to be used a little bit later, as you'll see, as well as a Jinjo, which is that pink goblin-looking thing, I don't know, imp-looking thing, I'm not sure what they're called. There's 5 of them in each world, and every time you collect all 5, you'll get a jigsaw piece. It's actually, I guess the lore indicates that these guys are the original inhabitants of the Isle of Hags, where Grunty, or the Winky Bunny sisters, and Banjo-Kazooie and Mumbo, and all these other characters are. So these guys are called Grublins, and I guess it's believed that Mumbo could possibly be a Grublin, the shaman. We'll get to him in a little bit if you don't know who that is, due to early beta pictures and stuff. So Goggles calls this the Beak Buster, or I'm sorry, Bottles calls this the Beak Buster. So what it is essentially is a ground pound attack. So get used to it, Nesco, you'll be using it a lot. So how to do that? Jump and press the left trigger. So don't worry about collecting that musical note up there. I'll get to those in a second. There's some other things we gotta do right now. You don't have to kill all these enemies, by the way. I'm just kind of doing it to, I don't know, just to do it, to hang out. Alright, here we go. Collecting our first musical note. These guys are going to let us open up note doors. Note doors. And we're going to run behind here to grab this Mumbo token real quick before we grab this Jiggy on top of this pedestal. But note doors block your way throughout the lair, so now we are going to build up 50 of those for the first note door. This jigsaw piece is giving us a second introduction, because apparently we don't know what jigsaw pieces are after the first one we got. And we're also going to get an achievement called Get Jiggy. So when you're ready to leave the world, you can always return to the start pad and get out of here via that route. I'm just going to go ahead and run through this completely. I just picked up some eggs. They are our projectile weapon throughout the game. I'll be using those a lot. The Talon Trout will let Kazooie tackle steep slopes with ease. That sounds useful. How does she do it? Hold the right trigger, then press the left trigger. Continue to hold the right or left trigger while moving Kazooie around with the left stick. Go practice. Guess we'll go practice. So left and right triggers is how we bust out this guy. This is actually going to speed up our characters. As you can see, Kazooie runs much faster than Banjo does. Look at him go. We're going to grab all these notes in this orange dingo. We're also going to hop on over here real quick and go inside the termite mound now that we have this move. I'm going to smack this termite because I don't like termites. And we're going to go ahead and switch into our this mode again and hop up here and grab our third Mumbo token. We need a total of 5 of these guys right now for this world in order to get our first transformation. So we're going to get all 5 of those. There's actually only 5 in this world. Ooh, took my first damage. That sucks. Can't believe I got hurt by a termite. We're going to go ahead and get all of those. I'm going to show you the locations of all those, as well as every single Mumbo token in the game. There's a total of 105 of them. Quite a few, quite a few. We're only going to use 75 of them, so by the end of the game, you're going to have a total of 40 Mumbo tokens. And then I think 24, it's our third Jinjo, the yellow one. A total of 24 extra honeycomb pieces, 900 musical notes, and 100 jigsaw pieces. Another reason why this version is more polished, whoa, just knocked the mic towards me, is that, oh, hold on, yeah, so we're going to stay on these orange pads and make them hit them to get them to disappear. So anyway, another reason this version is more polished is back in the N64 version, when you got musical notes and exited a level or died, you'd have to regain those notes because the N64 was unable to remember what notes you got because there were so many of them scattered throughout the game. The hardware just couldn't remember it. So you ended up having to recollect them if you exited the level or died. In this version, in the Xbox Live Arcade version, that is not the case. All you have to do is collect them. And it saves them. So we just grabbed this orange from Conga Stream. We're going to give it to Chimpy over here. He's going to be very ecstatic about that and raise the platform for us, as well as give us a jigsaw piece. He resembles Diddy Kong. And we also never see that character again. So goodbye, Chimpy. Sucks because when I was a little younger, I used to like to pretend that there's a whole world behind me, or in the background of this entire game, the game series. Time for that buzzer to learn the ancient ways of egg. What I mean by that is that I would pretend, these other characters have these lives outside of what's going on in the immediate game, or what you see. Like Chimpy just ran off to go and do whatever Chimpy's gonna do, man. Just gonna do whatever he's gonna do. Just be Chimpy about it. So anyway, he's teaching us how to shoot eggs. We're gonna use that here in a second. Oh my goodness, bottles, I don't care. He'll heal you if you are missing at least 1 piece of health, so look out. If you want to talk to him for an extra 10 seconds, go ahead and get hurt before you I didn't mean to do that third jump. I hate when stuff goes wrong when I'm recording. Yeah, we're gonna hop up here to this witch switch. We're gonna go ahead and pound that. It's gonna be our first witch switch. And what witch switches do is reveal jigsaw pieces inside Gruntilda's lair. There's one in each world, plus the one that we got before entering Mumbo's Mountain, as you saw earlier, as you witnessed. And here we are. So this is our battle with Conga, our first boss in this game. What you're gonna do is fire an egg at him. He's gonna throw an orange at you. You're just gonna have to dodge it, just like that. And fire another egg at him. He's gonna throw 2 oranges this time, so be ready. So let him juke you out. And then you're gonna get that third egg and it's gonna be done. Game, set, and match, Tiger. Oh, bear be Conga, we get prize for bear. So, apparently that's the same, he uses the same voice for Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong 64. Fun fact. But anyway, alright, well, see you later, Conga. We're not going to see you until the next game. So have fun hanging out here in Mumbo's Mountain. So this thing here is a beehive. It says, go away, leave my honeycombs alone. What these things do is they have 3 extra, or not 3 extra, I wish, 3 honeycomb pieces in them that can heal you if you ever need it. This is Big Butt the Bull. You can't kill him or hurt him, so don't worry about him at all. What we're going to do is grab these musical notes. And now we have enough notes to open the first note door. Gonna hop across here and grab this blue Jinjo. And then hop down here. And swim through the tunnel. Not the tunnel, there's not really a tunnel, it's just a little alcove. But we're gonna grab all 6 of these musical notes down here. And that's about it for all the swimming we need to do in this level. Thank God, because I hate swimming and I hate water levels. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and bust out the talent shot now. We're gonna climb this mountain. Side of the mountain. Come on, there we go. I'm gonna grab all these musical notes on the way up. There's also gonna be a jigsaw piece about midway, right there. Right there. So we're gonna grab that as well. We're almost done with this level too. We're actually knocking it out pretty quick, pretty well. Grab these notes. And there we go. Okay, so we're gonna grab these last notes here. And that's gonna be it for that mountainside. Now we're just gonna hang out in the village up here, the Grublin village or whatever. And do a few things up here. Smash this extra honeycomb piece just because I can. Look at that. And go ahead and pound this hut. And grab this Mumbo token that's underneath this stair ramp thing. So we're gonna pound these huts. This is gonna be our next challenge, is to pound these huts. And the first one's gonna reveal these musical notes as you just saw. The second one's gonna get us a bunch of eggs, just like that. I don't know that I'm in dire need of eggs, but whatever. Each of these huts is gonna release something different for us. So that's pretty cool. This one's gonna have a good one, which is not very cool. But yeah, I guess Mumbo was originally thought to be one of those guys because he has the feathers on top of his head. And, he has a similar skin tone, I guess. And this is his village, and they're native to his mountain, you know, so, I don't know. I guess that's the case. So, this is what happens when you get 5 Jinjos. You get that jigsaw piece. And free life, and then this jigsaw piece. Just knocking this all out. So, let's hop up here and talk to Juju. Alright, so he's got it going on. We Juju, Mumbo's totem pole. Feed us with nice blue stones. Wonder what they can mean by nice blue stones. Eggs. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna fire these one at a time. Make sure you don't do them too fast because you might accidentally fire into multiple ones and take out more of them. But we're gonna hop up here before firing into the last one. Grab an extra honeycomb piece. Then go ahead and shoot the last one. So once we do that, it's a jigsaw piece. Ooh. Sounds like I just got a text message. It's cool though. So we'll grab the jigsaw piece and let's enter Mumbo's skull. This here is Mumbo. Let's talk to him real quick. Me Mumbo, best shaman in all game, can help Banjo and Filthy Feathered One. Mumbo's magic tokens hid by Witch. Find tokens and Mumbo help you. Oh, Banjo has plenty tokens. Stand on skull and press ecstasy. Mighty Mumbo magic. Alright, so yeah, we'll do that in a minute. We're gonna go ahead and collect these musical notes in here. And a thing to note about Mumbo's skulls is that there's always something in the rafters, it seems. This time it's not very important, as you can see, because it's just blue eggs. But every time you enter Mumbo's skull, you kind of want to hop up here and check it out. See if there's anything good. So anyway, 5 Mumbo tokens he wants, 5 Mumbo tokens he'll get. Just like that. And he's gonna turn us into a termite. And we're gonna get an achievement for our first transformation. Mumbo's magic, free to come back when you're ready. Whatever. Termite a bit small, but not bad for first spell. Mumbo needs practice. That's what he says after that. She does, because I am a fucking termite. Do better than that, Mumbo. Anyway, the termite transformation allows us to enter Ticker's Tower here, which actually, a little fun fact, trivia note, whatever you want to say, this is the original theme for this this level. What the music that can be heard in here is the original theme, but they ended up not wanting this theme, so they had the composer Grant Kirkhope change it. But this was originally supposed to be the Mumbo's Mountain theme, which is good because it's kind of eerie, you know. It's not really a Mumbo-y mountain type deal going on. Hey, where did you get those shorts? I want them. You can't have them. You found all 100 notes on this world. Well done. Oh yeah, so we found all 100 notes, and whenever that happens, you get an extra life. Give me that cool backpack. Whatever. So yeah, you get an extra life every time you find all 100 musical notes on the world. You got an extra life over here. That's both extra lives in this level, actually. Then we're gonna climb all the way up to the top here and grab this jigsaw piece. And you get a sweet view of Mumbo's Mountain. With everything essentially complete. There's nothing else for us to do in here except hop down this mountainside to grab the second extra honeycomb piece. Which is just not that steep, so the termite can get to it. Can't really get to that. I mean, you can get to it with Banjo-Kazooie, but I like to knock it out on the way out just because it's on the way. There's 2 extra honeycomb pieces in every world, 10 jigsaw pieces, and 100 musical notes. The Mumbo tokens, the amount of those are going to change in every world, and Mumbo himself is actually not going to be in every single world. So let's hop up here and grab this jigsaw piece with the termite, since we can. Let's see what this guy has to say. Hey, where did you get those shorts? I want them. Yeah, that's what the other guy said. Guess what? He didn't get them. So Mumbo Magic gets weak because, you know, he has this stupid Walmart-ass connection. You can't go with, like, beyond... I don't know. You can barely go beyond the entrance of the worlds. But, I don't know. Good thing is, now that we transform, we can come back here and kick this guy's ass for talking shit. When you open a world door, baddies escape and roam once more. Well, for sure. So now we have the talent trial, which allows us to tackle these steep slopes here. So we can go all the way up here to our first note door. You can hang out with the note door, this this beehive that I just broke, and talk to Bottles and see what's going on with him. This is a note door sealed by Grunty with one of her powerful musical spells. Open it up then, Jam Jars. It's not that simple. To open it, you must collect the musical notes from the world. How many do we need? The number on the door is the strength of the spell. The combined total of all your best note scores from the worlds must be at least this to break Grunty's magic. Alright, well, our total is 100, so I'm sure we're good. So let's go through this note door real quick. I have a couple minutes left of this episode. That door was easy. You got past. Unfortunately, you're first and last. Yeah, whatever, girl. So we're going to go down here to this little hallway. And what's going to be down here is a cauldron. And these cauldrons allow us to warp throughout our lair once you activate them. And you can only warp through the ones of the same color. Like this one is orange, for example. I'm sorry, this one's purple, for example. You activated Magic Cauldron. Find two of the same color. I already said that. So anyway, so we grabbed that Mumbo token and we activated that Magic Cauldron. This is a shop spring jump pad. We won't be able to use that yet, because Bottles will tell us. Find me and I'll tell you how to use it. We'll find it next world, don't you worry, which is actually Treasure Trove Cove right here that we're going to unlock. To remove pieces that you have already put down, move the right stick down, but once the picture is complete, all the pieces are stuck there permanently. Oh no! Now I have permanently unlocked this level. This is going to be our second world, Treasure Trove Cove. Look at that. Good for us. Alright, let me introduce you to Brentilda, Grentilda's sister, the only sister that appears in this game at least. Hello there, young ones. I'm Brentilda, Grentilda's nicest sister. I've crept down here to help you defeat the old hag. It's about time she was taught a lesson. I know all of Grunty's disgusting secrets, and I'll tell you 3 of them every time you find me. Remember them well, young ones, as they will help you avoid a fiery fate. Especially if you'd like to hear them. I would love to hear them. Gertie brushes her rotten teeth with moldy cheese-flavored toothpaste. These are going to be different in every game, by the way. She also washes her hair with rancid milk, yeah. And she gets her clothes from the trash can. What I mean by every game is there's a different combination. There's always going to be the 3 answers for it, the same 3, but it's going to be different which one's right for every game. None of that matters. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. We completed everything in Spiral's Mountain. I introduced what's going on with this Let's Play walkthrough, or this series for that matter, and we completed everything in Mumbo's Mountain, as well as unlocked Treasure Trove Cove, so this is a good time, good time. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like. I could really use it. And if you want to see more stuff by me, just please consider subscribing. So thank you, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.